You've arrived. Arrived.
Oh.
We have the whole gang. Woo.
We made it.
Made it.
Did we though?
Right,
Shut up.
right. Mostly.
Because I think more than half of you are brain dead.
I'm always
Yeah.
brain dead.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see how puffy my eyes are. The trees are trying to get me.
The
I'm allergic
trees
to
are
every single
trying to
tree
get
out
me.
there. Just trying to breathe the air. That's all I want. Breathe the air.
Wanna breathe.
All of a sudden became spring all at once.
I know it's like what 70 in Grand Rapids.
Dude.
Yep.
I got my windows open right now. Yeah. I had to get that link system before, but we'll see if he jumps up. Because, well, of course, he was like, I want cuddles now while I was in the middle of playing Warframe, so.
Yes. Well, time for cuddles, right?
The only time for cuddles, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a boss fight, and he's like, oh, cuddle
It's the
time? I'm like, I'm
perfect
gonna
time.
die! I'm gonna die!
I'm dying.
Usually
Because,
likes
of
to
course,
jump up
well,
and kick my controller away.
yeah, which in Warframe, I mean, you could technically do missions with, like, total of 4, like 3 other people. But I was like, I'm gonna do this boss fight solo. Because sometimes you just, if you do random, you could either go, team up with complete incompetent people who have no idea what they're doing, or people who are like rank 30 and will just sneeze and then one-shot the guy and you're like, oh, I did not... Oh, I got all the XP, but I didn't do anything.
Yay!
Yay!
Playing on
Dope.
easy mode.
Well, yeah, there's what's called spy missions, which of course are all like sneaking, not getting caught, and like infiltrating databases and stuff. And that is like the
My
worst mission
nemesis.
ever to do with a group of people.
Also, my
It's a
nemesis
mistake.
Ever.
Yeah.
I don't sneak.
I've figured it out. Some people don't sneak either, and they just get silence or quiet weapons, and they just kill everybody and then steal the data. The point is you're supposed to, because if they catch you, they're going to try to wipe the data. So you're like, oh, I got to get to the computers before they get caught. And so you're kind of sneaking around. What's cool is you can find like vents and tunnels, and so you can sneak your way through. Or if I get caught, I play as a Warframe called Volt, and I can just go fast, like super speed mode, and I just run to the panel as fast as I can. Like, oh, I screwed up. How fast can I run? Because there's like a countdown. They're like, oh no, you've been caught. You have like, less than a minute to go to and get the data. And you're like, fast mode.
Fast mode activated.
But anyway. Well, so I can ramble on, but I think today's topic, instead of Warframe, is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay.
The thing that blew up in the, probably early 2010s, and then just
Took off. Everybody's into it now.
oh yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
I definitely was one of the early, I was like, out of my friend group, I was definitely the late bloomer for D&D. Like, all my friends were like, oh, it's so great. And I had no idea what the heck they were talking about. Because, like, I've heard, of course, of Dungeons and Dragons, but I never understood how the game was played. And so I remember, like, late high school, probably actually senior year, we're sitting around, in the art room, and they're talking about, they're like, yeah, so we ended up jumping on this building, blowing up this one guy, stealing a bunch of lettuce. I'm like, what is this game? Like, I couldn't understand this chaos,
bunch of
like
lettuce.
this free reign chaos. And I'm like, okay, so you can just do like whatever you want. I just was like,
Yes.
oh, but okay,
Yay.
okay.
There are consequences.
Yes, there are.
Just think about Avatar: The Last Bender, the Cabbage Man.
Cabbage Man.
the Cabbage Man. So I guess my
NPCs holding grudges.
Yeah, gotta keep up forever. But anyway, how long have you guys been playing D&D? I probably first got into it actually in probably about 10 years ago. So 2016 is probably around the time I started playing.
I think.
You introduced me to it.
It's probably
made-
around that time too.
I made Leah to your Malachi.
I want to say probably 2010 was when I first started playing D&D. It was pretty sporadic. I would pop in and out for some one shots. I had a friend who her dad actually made like his own little wood figures. Like he actually would carve like little basic little pieces. And so
That's pretty
I
cool.
saw him doing that. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I gotta make, like, I think he was making goblins at the time or something. And I was just for one of his playthroughs, and I was just like, "You're gonna make like all your own little," and he's like, "Or I could just whittle them." Okay.
Well, I'm guessing you must.
This.
If you were played in 2010, you probably were playing like 3.5 or 4th edition, because I don't think 5th edition came out in like
I couldn't tell you what.
2014, so
We're doing a couple of one shots. It was mainly her cousin spending the night. It's that they were all there. We would have like a little goblin raid, and I was not very good playing my rogues. I always insisted on playing rogues, but as you guys all know, rogues are not my strong suit. They're very patient with me, but
you
didn't.
Like,
I made it through a single one shot. I don't think I did. Back on it. I tried my
I'm gonna
hardest.
be a thief. Oh no. I'm gonna try assassin. Oh no.
And
I died.
I gave it my best.
Yeah. I know my friends, funny enough, they introduced me to D&D. We all got together and rented a cabin, and, on a lake, and just spent a whole week just at this
Ooh.
cabin. And they're like, we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons. And like, there's a huge wooden table and everything. And so they sat down and like showed me how to like make a character. Like, and so I sat there, and my first character was a wood elf monk. I was like, okay. At the time, I remember them telling me, they're like, oh yeah, it takes a minute to figure out the magic system, so probably you should play like more of a melee class. I'm like, okay, I'll punch things really hard. And I had so much fun. They even gifted me like my own set of dice, and I got left that trip, and I was like, I need more.
Yeah,
I was
left
like
that trip and then told me
craving,
all about it.
I was craving, and then I come like, and was like, outside of that friend group who I could, I really got to connect with, because it's like they were my old high school friends, so they're off, at the time with college, and some even lived out of state. And so of course, like, I was new friends with the uni, and I was like, hey, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm starting a band.
Yes.
Bet.
Here's a book. Here's some dice. Here's how to make a character.
And I made
Yes.
Leah. Leah was my baby. And she's a assassin.
When she teased about it, you're like, Leah to Malachi. I'm like, Malachi was my second character.
It's
She was
true,
the character
but
I made
Leah I
when
still made to Malachi as my first character.
Yep.
And now we're writing a whole fucking book series on these two characters.
They have
four-book
evolved
series.
quite a bit.
They have
But it's kind of
evolved a
funny now,
lot.
because those characters are like, or at least I know, like, Malachi, he was my tiefling paladin I've had for about 10 years now. And it's funny, as I was getting really big into digital art, so I just have a whole folder of just terrible drawings of this character, because I loved him so much. I'm like, he is my precious son. He is a burnt cinnamon roll. He's very sweet, but he's got some edge to him.
That's fair.
So yeah, but probably playing D&D now for 10 years. So,
What about
which
you,
of course it's
Larka?
completely taken over my life, because I have lots of books, lots of minis, lots of dice. Pretty sure it's on my mind like every other day.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna take a tour because I've been getting more and more into this. Right. Hold on.
Taking a tour.
We're,
While
Taking a
we're
tour.
going on a tour.
We can figure out
Yes.
when Larka started.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was
Hold on.
when my
These
husband
are
and I
all
started dating.
hand-drawn maps. Yes.
It's pretty awesome.
It is cool.
I just
Oh, the maps.
purchased too many Pathfinder flip maps.
Valid.
Here is Where's she at?
Oh,
Where'd you
lost her.
go?
Artemy's dying.
I realized that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's when I first started playing because his roommate and him he had a session with them, and I was invited to come and like hang out and stuff, and then so I got to kind of come watch and things, and then they kind of invited me to join in. So I got to join in. I think honestly, if I remember right, and I may not 100% be remembering it, I'm pretty sure that the first one we did was well, his roommate did it, but it was the Curse of Strahd.
Oh, I need to
Wasn't
play
it
that
cool?
one. It's
We
such
started
a,
with the
I,
Death
I
I might
hear
run it
many
for my
good
group.
things about that one.
I've never heard
It
of
was really good, and he did a really good job of like actually portraying it for us and stuff. And I know that my first one, they were like, you should do like you were saying, something a little bit more straightforward, whatever. So they had me do like, and I did like a ranger because I really like animals and doing a lot of that kind of stuff. And I wanted an animal companion and things like that. So I just started out with a ranger, I think it was an elf ranger, if I remember right. You know, the basic D&D character. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't think we ended up fully finishing it, from what I remember. We got a pretty large way through it, but yeah, it was very interesting, and he was doing a really good job. Like he had like crazy like different like mood lights and like actual potion bottles and
Oh,
like
that's fun.
he had like a whole bunch of candles and different
He
setup
really
stuff.
brought it
So-
to life.
Yeah.
He did a really good job, and it was like always like in the dark because Strahd's all about like the
I
vampire
love playing
guy.
D&D
You're
in
trying to find
person.
him. He's fucking creepy. So it was fun. And he had some really cool like things with like making handwritten out like notes or things like that from like the characters and things that you would get as like clues that you could find and things like that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, when they're interactive like that, it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Think vampires, classic mentioned undead. Like
Ooh.
you'd
Yes.
probably like the campaign.
The mist.
It's I mean, dungeon masters can of course add all their own twists and stuff. It's a pre-written campaign that has like
Yeah.
Be
the story.
Astarian.
So
like a
like,
gender
final
bent
boss.
Astarian. 'cause I only play
we
women.
almost got there, but I don't think we quite got to him. He definitely came and like fucked with us multiple different times, but because he can do that because he just thinks everything is his. So
Yep.
but yeah, it's a really cool campaign. Honestly, I'd recommend trying it out. It's really fun, especially if you have a really good DM that likes to like play around with things and make it more immersive and things when you play. But yeah, that was honestly my first kind of pull into it. And we had a lot of fun with it, and so I got real into it, and we've kind of rotated around, and as different people came and went, and we switched up different campaigns here and there, and yeah, I don't know, we've done a lot of different ones with a lot of different groups of people and stuff, which has always been pretty fun. Yeah, I don't even remember. We did a large variety of them now. We did some with friends, some with his family. We actually got his sisters into it, playing as well. They all got obsessed with it immediately. So that, better for worse, yeah.
Expand and consume. Gotta get people involved.
But yeah, he honestly is kind of the one that got me started. So he and his roommate Jason, we kind of got started into it. So. Which was fun.
Yeah.
Well, how about, since it sounds like a lot of us have some fun history, what would you say either your favorite class and or your favorite race is, or I guess species? I know that they renamed it, but what's your favorite to play as? You got a favorite class or a favorite race or anything like that? That's kind of your go-to, or maybe that you just have a lot of fun with. You're like, yeah, I'm like, for example, I'm awful at playing a rogue. It's fun, but definitely not my favorite class. I completely understand with Artemy. I'm like, I'm too goody to.
I love the idea of
she's too
rogues,
chaotic.
but just me personally, I'm just not a sneaky person. I just never think the deceptive route.
I love
or
so
like
many
the
of the different
sneaky
things
route.
with rogues. I don't know.
And-
I like playing rogues.
Yeah.
But it's not my like necessarily immediate. You probably go to. I've played a couple different rogues, but I think it's a lot of fun. I like to do the stealth stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool, but
I love the idea of it. I'm just not naturally like mentally geared that way. And so like I'm playing through, I'm like, should have done that. Attack. How long did it take for me to get in the habit of using sneak attack?
Sneak attack. Yeah.
I do dangerous. Honestly, I feel like my go-to, and I don't know if it's just because everybody else keeps picking all of the other one is Bard. I always end up being the Bard.
Oh, yes.
I don't know
Bard.
why, but that just ends up usually being what I end up being. So
Do you like being a bard, or do you just feel obligated?
oh, I'm
to
the
pick
very
one of the
horny,
parts?
sexy Bard, basically.
It's like Neola.
Yep. Oh yeah. All the time. Very horny and going about
You're
having
taking out the
fun,
tropes.
so, and singing songs. So
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
Dude,
and,
I gotta-
my husband always gets grumpy because I always fuck all of his NPCs pretty much. So
Well, he
just
can be grumpy.
Oh
He's
my
the one that
god.
was like describing this giant fucking troll goblin thing that he made with it. He's like, oh, he's very well endowed. He's got this giant package you can see, and I was like, well, of course.
Why would you make that
Why would you bring up that detail in front of the bard? Like, bro.
jump on board? So me and the other female character had fun with him, but
Boy.
yeah, I don't know,
Oh.
I know about that. As for like race, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I usually end up playing some sort of elf or human, usually, depending on what I roll around with. I have done Dragonborn before, which I do like that class too. But I don't know. I feel like elf just tends to be my go-to, more or less. I don't know if it's just because it's easier to build, probably, and I like some of the stuff you get with it.
being an elf. We like
It is fun being an elf.
We like the Fey
It's fun
ancestry.
being racist to
Yeah.
other
See?
to other lesser races
Beauty's
like
racist.
dwarves.
See, with me, I'm already pretty short, like as a person. Not like crazy short, but I'm already on the short end of the height spectrum.
Are you play gnomes?
Always a character. No, veer away from all the short races and all the humans. Like anything else, I'll play. I will
Oh, but
happily
humans
play.
can be fun because they have a lot of versatility.
They have some different fun
Right, but I'm
add-ons.
already a human. If I'm playing a fantasy game, you know what? I'm not gonna
Same.
play a fantasy game as a human. I'm
Same.
not enough humaning.
I never
Okay.
play as a human, like ever.
Be something
My
magical.
husband,
What?
I call him my short king. I love him. He's
Oh
not
my-
actually even that short. He always plays a short race, like, all the time.
Yes, I've had enough of their shit. My gonna reach the top
It's fun.
row. No tip, no
He's
nothing.
always a halfling. I think
We
the
eye
two
level with
characters
it.
I've made with him, he was a halfling. Like,
He wants to be a hobbit.
yes, yes. Like, I'm
Gotta
like,
take them to
I think honestly, your campaign right now, Uni, is the first one I've ever played with like a short character because I'm using like a gnome this time, and I've not really played with short ones before. But it's
You
kinda
can
fun.
run between enemies' legs.
Yeah, be like, I can't really jump this hole. I'm like way tinier than what this hole is. All the humans are like,
very
"Oh."
small.
It's okay. My character knows catapult. Worst case scenario.
You also have a floating broom.
Didn't I have
Or
the
catapult.
spider claw, like the spider hands? I thought I thought I had
spider
spider
climb. Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably have a
sounds like a
spell.
creepy little
Yeah.
spidery climbing gnome.
What's the fun in that?
Well, I'm probably typical. I usually always end up playing clerics or paladins. So I
do
have,
like
of course,
them, too.
paladins are probably my
Hey.
favorite because I
You
love being a
literally
tank
give off
and then
the
hitting.
paladin energy IRL, bro.
I
Like-
know everybody tells me that all the time. They're like, you're so paladin coded. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I like being like with the clerics. I like taking care of my friends and healing them. Sometimes I like having fun with magic, because there's your tempest or your war domains. But I usually, like I've been having fun with. I've been in a campaign that's like 3 years long, and I'm playing a grave domain cleric. So that's fun because you get to curse the enemy and make them weak to like everything, and then you
Yes.
then you roll out the red carpet to your heavy hitter, and you're like, I'm dead. So, but yeah,
I feel like
love
that's such a
playing
hard one to
clerics
play,
and
like, especially if you're
paladins.
the truth one, though, because, like, I feel like most campaigns, it's hard to, all the groups, at least I've been in, everyone wants to be, like, basically just chaotic, crazy, and usually it's not good, it's usually bad.
Oh.
Mix it, and, like, as a paladin, obviously you're not supposed to tolerate that, but you can't always
Can't
really
not
do
be
that
in the
without, like,
team, bro. Like,
yeah, like, you're like,
That
you
would be
realize
hard
I'm,
to-
like, not okay with all this, but that's fine.
unless you're
I don't
the
know if your
paladin
groups
of
are like that.
vengeance
Maybe my
can
groups are just
toe
crazy,
that
I don't know.
line. Like,
a little bit, but no,
Just a
I
little
would
bit.
agree with that. That would be a little hard. I wouldn't say a little. It would be really hard for me to be in a campaign where everyone's being chaotic evil or lawful, I'm like,
Evilly aligned.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, that would be hard for me because I guess being paladin coded, I'm just like, guys, like, I'll play like a
Be
neutral
lawful good.
character, but most of the time, like 99% of my characters are some form of good. They be chaotic
Yeah.
good, lawful good, neutral good. They're gonna be some kind of on the good
Mhm.
spectrum. They're usually, like my current character, Alistair, in Uni's campaign, she's chaotic good. She's
She
socially a little
very-
chaotic, but she's a good person. So,
I do believe
No.
Maple is chaotic neutral.
That makes a lot of
She's not
fucking
necessarily
sense.
like,
Haha.
yeah, not
But she
Yeah,
like
definitely
good or
leans
evil,
more like
just
neutral
her-
evil. Like,
I
Like,
definitely
she's really
think,
just,
yeah.
you know,
just take
whatever
people's
is gonna
souls
best
and turn
suit
them
me
into
and my
stuff that
friends.
They're bad. You're like, oh, you turn into the toilet
they're her
seat.
lifelong friends.
No.
Yeah, they're your friends. We're just gonna shit on
Yes,
you. But yes, you're
forever.
friend. That's how
Yes.
you atone.
My
Yes.
favorite race to
You learn
play
how to be a
as-
good
I
friend.
gotta
Live a
think.
life outside of yourself for once. You self-centered little maggot.
Oh, that's what you missed the last time, Maz, when you weren't in there. She's trying to turn the village leader into a toilet seat to make him atone for his sins.
I'm not the only one who
I feel
feels this is justified.
That's pretty evil. Like that's.
You're
that's
also
pretty messed
not
up.
the
missed
only
some-
one that felt
Yeah.
this was justified. I'm fairly certain that everybody but Miette agreed with you.
Yes.
She
You know,
was the only one that was like, hey, maybe this isn't the right option.
and then everybody else looked at me and was like, is it?
Is it
Why is
that?
it? Why is it when Alistair's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be right back," and then
Uh-huh.
something?
It's because you left them to the will of Hermaeus, and he don't give two shits. Like, and so the team
maybe we
gets to
should
do whatever
actually
they
find
want.
people first before we
You know,
turn people into toilet seats.
listen, Mose. Maple didn't come up with this on her own. She did
Yeah, okay.
use the autumn soup to, divinate and speak with Summer.
Kind
So-
of. You spoke with your mother, Autumn, who brought
Yes.
Summer to
Archfey.
you because the witch
Yes.
was patroned with Summer. But that was so that you guys could follow Miette's plan of actually talking to people instead of just killing them and turning them
I
into
got her
toilet seats.
permission too.
Like,
You
probably
know,
should
they
these
were
guys
like,
so we
okay,
can
so
figure
you're
out
not
why they hate
smiting?
her.
Yeah, Summer was on the smiting route. Okay, like
It's true.
she was surprised that we were giving a toilet.
I
Called
funny is
negotiating.
I've just had my own little adventure, and I'm gonna come back to and be just like, why do I do this? Why do I keep coming back?
Did have your whole little mini adventure while you were gone, which is something I need to talk to
Why?
Hermaeus about like when he's not in the campaign. If he
I
wants
get
a
to-
little mini
when-
adventure.
When I'm not able to play, I get
The
to roll
mercy of
dice,
me.
and Uni decides what happens when I go off. So
On your side adventure.
yeah, which
Yeah,
kind
and it's
of
all
actually,
in
I think,
text. So the whole
Oh.
adventure is all in text in our private chat. But she makes 2 rolls, and I determine
Oh,
the success, like what she found on the mission, and then the success of that mission. And then I may or may not have her roll a 3rd time, depending on the outcome. If
Yeah.
she can escape, or if you guys are going to go on a rescue mission.
I will not be rescued by Maple. That's not
That's
going to
debatable.
happen. Not gonna happen. I will off myself in character. Part of me's dying.
I feel like
Maple just wants
Yeah.
to be your best friend.
Maple was also doing something weird. I don't even remember. She was trying to teach children
Why is she
bad
not doing something
habits,
weird?
but I don't remember what it was.
Idrith
Like-
was trying to teach kids how to shoot
Oh,
guns.
yes, Idrith was teaching them how to shoot guns, which is a valid life skill.
And
I guess.
Hermaeus
In
wanted to
this
show
world.
them what a smite looked like by smiting Maple.
Yes.
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 And
that
I
was
had to have
happening
the
also.
witch kind of interview because otherwise Maple would have died. Like,
Yeah.
and
like,
then,
yeah.
while all
Meanwhile,
this
I
while
was teaching
Miette's
the children how
making
to do-
dinner.
how to-
Like,
Yeah. I was showing them how to pick out like the autumn squash and stuff like that out of the soup and use it to summon the Feywild spirit. And
Yeah, so
then
that
I
they
got
could go
smited.
get lured to Feywild by sprites.
And there's people in there.
No.
Your children at
Did
the
you give
village.
it? Did you give the Fae your name? You're like, hey, this is my full legal name. Here you
Well,
go.
Maple is a fae. She doesn't really have to worry about that. Everybody knows who she is. Nobody
Yes.
fucks with her.
I think we're less than worried about her tricking ability, but just because her intelligence modifier is a little lower, I think.
It's very low.
It is very low.
I got a negative intelligence modifier, okay? Just all about besties. I just need friends.
How's your
And something
wisdom?
really-
How's your wisdom?
My wisdom?
Mhm.
0.
Equally not great.
Yay.
Intelligence
Wait,
is
what-
like math problems. Wisdom is how you
You're
navigate
a
the world.
sorcerer,
Both are
right?
not great.
I've got, I mean,
Yeah,
this
she's a wild
exists,
magic
right? I can
sorcerer.
clearly see that. Yeah.
Okay, so she's a charisma build.
Yeah.
Great.
Her charisma.
All the charisma.
She's
Yeah.
trying to make all the friends by either
Very
willingly or
charismatic.
turning them into utensils that she likes.
See,
to
I have
carry with
negative
her.
charisma, which is probably like your friendship. Get out of my face. Apparently, you turn, anybody who looks at you the wrong way into toilet seats. So
No, not anybody. That was a special exception, okay? Most people get turned into used tools.
Yeah, like a
There's a
spoon
special
and a
place.
Ouija
I thought you
board.
had a guy that was a spoon, didn't you?
Ouija
Yeah.
stick. Okay,
Ouija stick.
it wasn't a board, it was a stick.
Who else do you have? You're making a whole tiny
A cutting
home.
board.
Yeah, I was like cutting board. That's what it was.
Yep.
Cutting board.
Cutting board. I have also got a spoon and a fork and a butter knife.
Ah, spoon. I knew there was
Yeah,
utensils.
spoon.
And the coffee pot.
And the coffee pot.
The coffee pot with Evil George.
The coffee pot occasionally fills with water. Just randomly fills with water.
Yep.
If you ever
That's
see
his
it, like,
tears.
yeah,
His
exactly.
tears.
If I ever tell her that something that she's using is wet, it means that the soul is crying.
I am gonna free those souls. Jeez, Louise.
I mean, she's a
She's
fae.
trying
She's gotta
to
do
build
this
a tiny home that follows her.
Yes.
On
I bet. I need more sticks.
Yeah, except for I feel like the house would just run away.
No, it would come back to me. Just like these items can't leave me.
They can't.
You know, what's
because
funny
they can't
is
walk.
literally Astrid's like telling me to make friends, and I'm like, no, like Maple is sick in the head.
It's kind of fucked up.
All about friends.
It's fine.
Oh, great.
But anyway, before we ramble more about our
Our ongoing
campaign, next question. Speaking of, what's the longest campaign you've ever been a part of?
All of mine die before they finish. I've never finished a campaign. I don't know
pretty
how long
tragic.
they've all been.
Yeah, I finished them, but I don't.
I can
I
tell you
don't
what
know.
my shortest campaign was.
Yes, you remember how long we were doing that?
Fucking 3
A day?
hours, bro. Like,
I think the
that
longest
was
one
the
I
one
probably
you
was in
ran
is at
with
least
me
a
and
year.
Shithead. That went poorly.
Solid.
Like,
It could be longer. I don't remember exactly. It was one of the ones I think with his sisters in it that we were doing that with a friend and his sisters and his brother were in it. So, but we think we did end up like winning and finishing it. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, I turned the final boss into a squirrel. I'm pretty sure and murdered him.
Wow.
I polymorphed
Perfect.
him. I'm
Yay.
pretty sure.
perfect.
Yeah. So I currently have a campaign going on with my husband and with my children.
Mhm.
And my husband being so very, let's just get to the end game.
Yeah.
Decide to go up against an arch lich while they're
Mhm.
all 7. Yeah, they were all level 7.
It's only 3.
And
plays.
no, he won't winning because they polymorphed it and then
Yeah.
Invincible speared it and then dismissed polymorph.
That's
Big
some
win.
successful rolling.
I feel like there was another one we had in
Very
something with an
successful
immovable rod,
rolling.
wasn't there?
So yeah, so they wound up leveling quite a bit. And I was like, okay.
I think the longest campaign
But yeah,
I've been a part
think
of,
the
and
longest-
I've also run, have been about 3 years. That's been my.
The longest one I had was with Uni.
Was it the last one?
Yeah.
It died. And
That
I'm
went
so
on for like a
sad that it
year
died.
and a half.
It
Yeah.
did, and we had people come and go from that one.
Yeah.
We lost like
That's
2
not funny.
people from that one.
Mhm.
And then gained 3 people.
It's usually always scheduling conflicts. I think that end up killing.
Yeah.
No, they
Yeah.
it was their personality. It was them as people is why they got
Oh,
kicked.
that's even worse.
Yeah, it was them as
Mhm.
people and what they were doing outside of the campaign. It wasn't even like campaign related. It was just them as people. I don't talk to them anymore. So
Yeah.
they got removed for other reasons. And then
Yeah. I would say
yeah.
then the most common problem would be
Common problem is
scheduling
scheduling conflict,
It's,
yes.
it's
Right.
usually because
100%.
people have work.
That's why
and life.
it died. Like both of my ongoing campaigns at the time died when I moved up here.
Oh.
Well, yeah,
because-
that would be tough,
Well, the one
especially if you're in prison.
with Larka and Artemy died when I moved up here because scheduling conflicts, and then we just never got back into it, and I had like lost all my notes, couldn't remember most of what was going on, and I was just like, fuck it, this is dead, man. I'm not gonna be able to get back into that. My other one died because of scheduling conflicts. That one just
Yeah.
flat out died. The whole thing
Yep.
just fell apart because that was also an in-person campaign, and we just couldn't vibe online. It just didn't.
There's
didn't
some,
fit.
yeah, it's difficult. I mean, like Roll20 and other platforms can be great, but just it's sometimes really hard.
There's something better about
Most of
being
the time
in
I play
person.
in person. Yeah, most of the time I play in person with,
Mhm.
you know.
I would love to play
Now,
in
it's
person.
nice to have D&D
Beyond.
Beyond for like a character sheet, but I like having real dice. I like having the books
Yeah.
and the miniatures, and
Me too.
It's fun.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
it
is.
prefer in person. And like anytime we get the chance, if we ever get the chance to do in-person sessions, I want to take that opportunity every time because they're
I got
just
Matt.
more fun.
I can make tokens. I'll put in. I was trying to find them, but I couldn't. I need a better. Show you guys my handmade tokens. I made a bunch of
I can 3D
Like-
print.
Yeah, she could 3D print tokens
prints.
and has like a bunch of.
Yeah,
she has
you
a
just
bunch
send me
of
your
maps.
Hero Forge, and I can print it.
Yeah.
See, it's not Hero Forge though, because they don't have like the same sort of options. 'Cause I got some like
They added
So-
a fuck ton of options to Hero Forge
I
recently. Like
I understand when you see some
Well,
of my
and Hero Forge
tokens.
is one
which
option.
is why.
I can, like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
3D print, so
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Yes.
which is fair.
Yeah.
Just giving
Could
it
be to 3D print them. Yes.
It would be
Yeah,
cool.
I have an FDM printer, so the quality isn't quite the same as resin, but I usually print with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle, and I've gotten some pretty good miniatures from it. So,
Yeah.
and that's
So how
fun
much is it to
too.
print those little miniatures though? It's kind of the
It kind of depends on the amount of detail that's on it, honestly. If there's a lot
Okay.
of little parts hanging off, it's gonna take a long while to print. And it doesn't
Right.
take a lot of filament, like literally pennies worth. It's just the amount of time because you have to slow down that print, and
Okay.
especially with a small nozzle like that. So it's not so bad.
okay.
But there's
Yeah.
when you have lots of little delicate hanging
Like-
pieces, that's where it can.
Yeah.
gotta be
And see, it's not even
careful.
necessarily like delicate little hanging pieces. It's more of like characters themselves. Like the races don't quite translate to the availability, nor does necessarily what their character looks like quite translates to.
It's
They
because
have
it's already
only
for
so
3D
many
print,
faces.
and you can only do
Yeah.
so much, like finer
Right.
details. At least the Hero Forge website
Right.
seems to be geared that way. But they've added a lot. I was just on it today because
Yeah.
I'm making Astrid's true form that none of y'all have seen yet, and I'm making her true form right now
Wizard
in Hero
Mom.
Forge.
Wizard
So-
Mom?
Wizard
she
Mom.
like,
She basically is Wizard Mom.
but yeah. But you guys know what a kelpie is and stuff from like Scottish folklore.
Yep.
Horses that you. Yeah, I've got a kelpie on there, but he tries not to be intimidating as he's bet his orbital was broken. He's sort of afraid of this thing, so he keeps his less terrifying form, which is not quite human because they're still unlooking. He's got like the human torso and everything up, but he keeps his horse head and just kind of whinnies and neighs at people. So he doesn't. I mean, he can are fully into human and talk to people, but he just chooses not to. So his preferred thing is just horse mask looking man.
Oh my god.
It's an interesting
Funny.
character piece that I've got going on.
Yeah. Well, what's cool is about Hero Forge is that what they have, of course, unfortunately, it's like behind a paylock. But they got kit bashing,
Right.
which is you can do pretty much whatever the heck you want. You can, like, oh man, it's like.
I'm not denying that there's a lot of options on there and stuff.
Well, that's how I made like
Yeah.
my figure of Alistair that I made. That was pretty much like 90% kit bash but it's be fun. But yeah, no, I
Yes.
agree that there's still limitations. You know,
Right.
it's just cool. The one thing is because I have the subscription, I go to the community and see what people have made, and it's just absolutely insane. The stuff that people can make. They can even they've edited new body proportions so they don't have to look like awkwardly stocky for 3D print, so you don't have the oversized hands and face.
That's nice.
People have edited and done all that just to be like, oh, I'm going to give more realistic proportions because they don't plan to 3D print it. Because the reason, of course, you get the stocky proportions is just so it shows up on the print. Because little baby hands don't show up very well. So, but
yes,
no, I have Which is nice is I definitely have bought figures through Hero Forge because they can also print them in color. But then also it's nice to just get the STL file and send it to my printer. Plus, the one thing I love doing is taking a figure and making like a full-blown statue of somebody's character. And that can be fun. They're like, oh, here's a little, death statue of your character.
I want one of Leah.
Okay. I have lots of Leah files, but I don't know if you have one
I'll send you
preferred.
my favorite.
Unfortunately, I don't have an AMS, so that means I can't print in color like Hero Forge.
That's fine. I will paint it my damn self.
But yeah,
Miles, I totally need you to make me a Miko.
Yeah,
I need a Miko that can hold a board for me. Hold the phone.
No, well, this is why we have this chat for literally 3D printing projects to send them.
Yeah, just literally send me what literally guys are like, hey, I need some help printing thing, and I say, cool. What do you want printed? And usually, if it's nothing too complex, I'm usually pretty nice to be like, I'll just do that for free. But if you're like, hey, I need a giant 6-foot sword, I'm like, all right, well,
that's gonna cost a little bit of money.
But I keep forgetting that you have a 3D printer, and I was like, oh, because I was thinking about it, and I'm trying to find something comparable online, but I haven't been able to find anything, and I'd love to do that for stuff. I'm getting into doing some Disney pin selling and trading and stuff, so I'm trying to make stuff that holds my boards, so my pin boards.
So pretty.
Whoa.
That's dope.
Murder.
Sword
that I have 3D printed.
Yay!
I exported it actually from the game using a mod. I still got lots of painting and sanding to do, but
nice.
But yes,
so
but it's nice. This thing is super light. I actually installed carbon fiber rods in it, so it literally weighs less than a pound. It's so light.
Yeah. Okay.
Cat.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I like 3D printing. I'm still very new to modeling. It's easy to take especially games that have modding tools to rip out assets, clean it up, and send it to the printer. But when you're like, I'll make something from scratch, I'm like, I'm still figuring that out.
Yes,
but
we're getting there. But next question.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer being the player or the GM or dungeon master? I
kind of like both equally, but the only people I've DM'd for would be immediate family, though. I feel like maybe don't quite have the full experience DMing.
Yeah, I just jumped into it and said cowabunga. So
yeah,
you were there for my first try, man. That's okay. And now we're here. I like both. I think I would like to do on and off more. Been like, yeah, I'm gonna DM one, and then the next time we play, I want to be a player. Somebody else
Like
can
rotate.
DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to like rotate. I also want to experience like everybody's DMing style because it could be really, really, really fun to see how everybody else does it and how much chaos I can stir.
I know for
Yeah.
me, it's a kind of a weird. I'd give it like a percentage. I think I actually like to be the DM 75% of the time and player 25. So it's not like so it's definitely I like to DM more, which is funny is I don't really think of myself as a great DM. I'm very like when especially I'm not very like super strict on rules. Like there are definitely some key rules where I'm like, all right, well, we're not gonna break that. But I'm not like I know like my brother knows the game inside and out and knows how to min-max and everything, and I'm just like, look, I just want to tell a fun story, make tense moments,
make it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's my only thing. I was like, make it make sense. I'll work with literally anything and I'll break every rule in this game. Just if it's fun. If it entertains me, we probably can do it. Unless I'm like, you're gonna break my game and I don't want that. So
well, yeah, that's what I mean. Especially gotta be careful with, like people are like, can I do this homebrew class or race? And you're like,
I'm gonna look at it first and then I'll just tell you if there's something not okay about it.
Yeah. Not that homebrew is bad, you just gotta be careful a little bit.
I usually like do homebrew backgrounds and that's it, not homebrew classes or stuff like that. Just backgrounds. Because they don't really affect as much. Like backgrounds only give you what you start with, so it's not like you really do much with them. Occasionally you might get like a perk or an ability from it. But otherwise, it's the only homebrew I use.
But no, I do agree with your one point where after you're DMing for a while, it's sometimes nice to take a break and be the player. Yes. Just kind of sit back a minute and just enjoy a good story. I've learned as much as I love DMing, I don't like doing one-shots.
No, one-shots are so annoying.
I know some people enjoy running them but man, I have such a hard time making a story like short and simple. I've pulled off a couple, but then others have been like really bad or have never been able to get finished because I'm like,
our Halloween one never got finished that Larka's husband was running.
Oh.
You were there for that one. We kind of had to speed it up a little bit at the end.
Oh, wait, I do remember. Sorry, my memory is terrible. But Larka, do you have a preference if you like being a DM or a player?
Well, I've actually never DM'd a campaign, so I mean, I'm working on it myself currently, but I haven't actually like ran one myself. I've just always been the player, usually just because everyone I've been around wants to DM one, so I just kind of join in as a player most of the time, or finding a group to play. But maybe once I hatch out my world and things like that on one of the ones I'm working on, I'd definitely be open to trying doing some DMing, but I haven't tried it, so I don't know yet. But I think I would like it.
Should give it a try.
I know for me, I think with DMing I think it's easier now because I have like this one world that I always go back to. It might be a different time or different areas, but I have this whole, like I even drew out like the whole world map and country maps and a bit of lore and weather systems, but it wasn't just something I made within like a couple days. It was literally probably in creation since I probably met uni, so which of course has been around 10 years, so it's kind of
that's kind of my world that I'm playing with my husband and my children.
What's been great for my players that my main group that I often D&D with is because like they know that world so well now because I've had a couple campaigns in that world, so they know the countries, they know kind of what to expect. Kind of like a familiar, they jokingly are like, it's like, because I haven't actually DM'd for them in a good while. Funny enough, I don't think I've DM'd in quite some time. But when I've mentioned like I'm working on a new campaign and tell you, they're just like, we're returning to Elbrand. I'm like, yeah. So it's kind of flattering that they're excited, to go back. So if you've ever been in a campaign of mine, even if it's died or it's been a one shot, it's 99% of the time it's been in
my character in that campaign.
I liked that campaign a lot. You guys had some fun characters.
I
loved your husband's character so much. It's just it entertained me so much. Oh, it's like, oh man, having a
Let's get back
bad
into
day,
it.
and then he just sends that one GIF, and I'm like, yeah.
He's very good about doing that in general whenever we're playing. He likes to just
Yeah.
shoot the shit, and he likes to bring comedy into it most of the time.
I love
Which
it.
is fun.
Yeah, you need kind of a nice, healthy balance.
Give me one second.
Oh, you're all good.
Give me a second.
She got muted.
Oh,
Well, while we wait with her, I got some other. Do you guys have a favorite D&D monster? Classic iconic monster. And of course, you got your dragons and stuff, but
so my favorite encounters. So I don't know if you've ever played Descent into Avernus.
yes. Yeah.
So there's a handful of like old lady characters that are really sus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. You're like, yeah, okay, you're like freaking demons. Get out of here.
Yeah. So my husband wanted to he's one that likes to talk to like every NPC and like really dig into it and find like all the nitty gritties and stuff like that. So I threw in a couple of like random NPCs, and I didn't realize this pattern until it like wound up like fleshing out the way it did. Like every old lady that he wound up being like astronomically evil. And then that was like true of like the random ones that he talked. And then that was also true of, like the actual ones from like the Descend to Avernus campaign. And so now every time described as an older woman, he's like, hold on, we're gonna drop Zone of Truth. Can I
we don't trust
evil? Just I don't okay.
She's chopping out.
You're cutting out. You're leaving. Death to your audio.
Yeah, there's an old lady, and all of a sudden my husband's like, hold on. Before we approach, okay, I saw old lady in the distance. Now it's just been old ladies.
You're just asking, what is your age? If you're over the age of 65, I'm Zone of Truth.
Yes.
Like, you're about to be smite on sight. Like, not. It's good. Like, yeah, so old ladies are becoming a favorite. How much?
As a DM, I
just panic.
Bosses that bit of body horror, usually like somebody who transforms into some giant horrific monster just to scare the hell out of the players. And then of course it gotta be as detailed as possible, and they're like, no. But I also like to do it where they sometimes will find like a giant monster. Like I had one like that was like a one shot, like a teaser to my featured campaign. And they were fighting literally this ginormous, gargantuan like monster. It looked almost like a mutated giant, and it just is like hunched over, and it's like extra large limbs and extended claws. It's struggling to like move around. And then they find out like through exploring like this dungeon that they find that it's a 12-year-old boy who got mutated.
Huh.
So it's like then they were like horrified.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, that's the kind of stuff. I'm like, I think those are kind of the creepy fights.
Yeah.
To throw in.
The other day.
I don't know why. It's just, like, oh, you don't expect this elderly old man. Oh, now he's distorting. Oh my goodness. Now he's a horrific werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah. My son was going through a dungeon, and like I'm describing everything's covered in a weird sort of a deal. Like it's kind of acidic to touch. And they just keep walking through it, and I'm like, guy, nobody's gonna investigate really beyond no. Okay. And so, yeah, my son wanted to investigate something that was like a good old chunk of it that was top of like pouring a check. I was like, all right, roll initiative. You mean investigation? I was like, no. And then he looked at me, he goes, it's isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're in the pits of it now.
Oh boy.
Great.
But yeah, Uni, we're talking about favorite encounters or monsters.
That one
Throwing my 2-bit into the beast, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've liked mimics a lot. I think they're pretty interesting. I've had some weird random encounters with mimics, so I felt like they're kind of fun. My most unique probably one was either we did a dragon turtle technically while we were on a ship. That was pretty fun, like the big ones.
Yep.
And then
I
we
have a
went up
figure of that.
against this
Love it.
weird ass scarecrow, I believe, that was supposed to be bad. I don't even remember what the heck happened, but I know all of a sudden our barbarian decided that he was going to be his new like friend or weapon because he likes to grab dead bodies and throw them at people and beat people with them. So he decided that was going to be his new companion, and so he ran away, and he's been stalking us, and so he just kind of shows up sometimes, and if he shows up and our barbarian finds out about it, he chases after him randomly. But I don't know.
Yeah.
They're kind of fun and unique, but I mean, mimics are pretty much the traditional ones, and they're just fun because you could just throw them in anywhere and not expect where they're going to happen.
Yeah. Well, one time I had a DM who was evil and made a mimic health potion.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. So, which I've seen people even do like fan art and stuff of really creative ways to do like a health, but it was evil. It was like we found a health potion like on a shelf, and we're like, oh, and one of the players who's like a fighter or something, he's like, oh, I really, we're like, well, yeah, you can have the healing potion, and he goes to drink it, and when he does, he actually gets like stabbed in the mouth, as like his teeth are like starting to wrap around his face. It was horrific. I was like, what? Potion. It was not a healing potion.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a very very evil. So mimics can be a lot of fun, and also the most horrific if you decide to be really creative and evil with how you place your mimics.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know. I remember one of them was in a broom closet, and I don't even know. We opened it and we're like, a broom was inside of it, and it like started attacking us. I don't ever remember all of what was going on with why it was there.
Maple's broom.
you're like, oh no, it's Fantasia come to life.
That was basically what it was. But
Dude.
it's fun.
No,
it's fun to do in the mix. I'd say they're probably my favorite. I've done some dragons, which those are always really cool and difficult, but depending on what one you're doing. But yeah, I like mimics. I like the randomness of not knowing and
Yeah.
I have a mini that's a mimic door. And so one side is just a normal door, and you can flip it around, and the teeth are all like extended.
Like, nom, 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 nom.
Yeah. But you got a favorite monster encounter? Or even one that you'd like to throw at players if you don't like fighting them in general?
I always use a random encounter table. So, like,
you don't got a
to your
favorite.
red cat.
All right, how do I horrify my players?
not yet. Most of my campaigns I kind of don't get comfortable in until later, and then they die. So, let's see.
Understandable.
What did I do?
Yeah,
my in-person
campaign,
I think, had my most fun encounter I gave them. Because they were on fucking shrooms.
They found the one we went to hell.
No, it wasn't. So this was with my other
brought the paladin
group.
to hell.
That one was great too. I forgot about that. And then the fucking I had Fey hell maps for that one. That one was fun. They found a gate to a corner of Feywild, I suppose, and they found a paladin there who was stuck there with a pixie who ended up joining the team and becoming a best friend of Kaze. And the whole area was like noxious shrooms were just giving off auras, and everybody was like super fucking high and tripping. And they thought they had
no.
it was so bad. So they're trying to figure out how to get out before they all completely lose their shit. That was probably my favorite because of how the team handled it. But it's been a while, so I don't remember all the finer details.
That does make it. I mean, that can be a lot of fun.
Most of my
like,
encounters are based on like how the players react versus the actual encounter itself.
That's true.
So
I've always had the main campaign I've been a part of. When I had one campaign that lasted 3 years, and the players were definitely min-max builders. Most of encounters were resolved with fighting. However, there's one time I was creative. One of the players couldn't make it to the session, so I had the story roll where she got kidnapped, and so the team had to rescue her in this like castle. And I was surprised how they handle it, because they're like, okay, well, they went through like the sewer to climb up into the castle. Well, I had it where I think like an ogre, like this undead ogre, was like patrolling, and it was so creative is that they worked together to listen to the footsteps and like figure out the pattern to like kind of avoid. And I remember just like having so much fun like DMing that, because it's like it was something different. They weren't like, we're just gonna charge in and kill this undead ogre. No, they were trying to avoid, and they would listen to the footsteps and like hide like within like corridors and cells and rooms and wait for it to pass, and they would kind of keep on going. And so like the tension would build when I would like start speeding up the footsteps. I would make footstep sounds, and like it was a really fun encounter. Like it was just like, because it was just taken differently.
And then
They're like,
Riften
well, we
took his
can't-
team to hell.
Yeah, the paladin.
Yeah,
That's
and
not a paladin
The
thing to
paladin
do.
was not appreciative of that.
Paladins don't
Riften's
take
a
their
rogue.
allies to hell.
So Riften's a rogue. Riften also talked to
Doing
stones,
rogue.
which I fleshed out the stones so much so that they are just their own thing, and it's beautiful, and I love them. But yeah, he misrolled and sent his whole team to hell.
Yes,
Wow.
paladin wasn't happy.
No. Paladin
Chaotic
hated
neutral.
you. Like,
I wanna play him.
Neutral.
yeah, chaotic neutral. Yeah.
Sure, Riften technically would be more chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Riften was a very interesting character.
Yeah, I
My
don't think
favorite.
he was neutral,
I
to
wouldn't
be honest.
say
I think
he was
more
not. He was not chaotic evil, because chaotic evil players have no place on my team.
What was your one character
But
lady,
probably neutral
the sea
evil.
lady that she
lawful
drowned?
evil.
She tried to drown all of us.
Nori!
Nori,
Nori!
she drowned our goblin friend. that was
Nori
with
killed
us.
our
Yeah.
goblin.
She's just like, I'm just
Bobo.
gonna cast tidal wave
Our
everywhere.
Bobo. Yeah, she killed Bobo.
Well, you guys
our
were
little...
like in this underground like thieves
Yeah.
guild.
I
and
wasn't
you guys were
able to
negotiating
interrogate.
with the guild leader, and you
So
were
you just
like,
found
you
a
were like, I'm just gonna flood the whole room.
Yeah.
And then you,
killed
made
my
enemies
cat.
with everybody.
You almost killed my cat. I was mad.
I know.
Dude. Killed
Remember.
You killed the goblin, and
Poor
then
Bobo.
you pissed off everybody in the guild, and somebody was able to talk their way out. Like, because I don't think the guild leader died, but he definitely was badly wounded. And they were just like, well, we don't trust the Triton, we're gonna just have to kill her. I think all of you
Yeah.
guys
Bound and
Yeah.
gagged and like
Yeah, you guys tied her
John
up,
was carrying.
Yeah, we tied her up. And we're like, yeah, you don't get to talk no more. You don't get to do anything anymore. Damn it. Damn it,
Nori
Nori.
was failing her
Fish
investigations, and she was like, you
Fish
know,
bitch.
yes, that 100% was
Revenge
Nori.
for Bobo.
Revenge.
Investigations
Bobo
were
was-
failing.
You guys adopted the goblin. You went to the cliche. You're like,
He was great.
Yes.
Bilbo was
Yes.
great. He was
He was so
stupid,
helpful.
but he was great.
he had a funny accent. I remember
Yes.
giving him a funny accent. You guys probably
Mhm.
thought that was amusing. So we're like,
Yes,
I think he
Yes.
talked in like third person and had like a scruffy voice or something.
He does.
yes. Oh wow,
So you guys
Bobo
were like,
was
well,
happy.
until you killed
Until-
Bobo. Bobo's not happy.
He was
anymore.
murdered by
So-
Fish Bitch.
And then I think she somehow got banished from the party. I don't remember exactly how
Yeah,
did
I'm
you,
pretty
like-
sure.
Leave. We got a
Yeah, I think
tidal
it was
wave
like-
scroll.
Well, also there was like scheduling conflict, and
I
I
think it was the
Yes.
scheduling part, and you
I,
had to
Yeah.
talk for
I
scheduling.
think Artie
Yeah.
couldn't make it anymore, and so
So
joked
that was
she too
Nori's going
chaotic.
out.
No, you were
Yep.
taking a
Yeah.
break from like all social stuff at that point. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
overwhelmed with like life. I'm just stepping back from everything, and I was like,
Which okay, like the campaign died just because of like session conflicts and stuff. But it's funny is that campaign has become the source of the campaign I'm fleshing out. Like it is so the campaign I'm actually planning on running is like pretty much a super like in-depth version of that campaign. Like for example, they're gonna be, you guys are aware they're gonna be in the prison longer. Like it's a whole act.
Okay.
It's a mecha dungeon.
Okay.
Oh.
So you guys
That'll be
would
cool.
know. But yeah, so the whole point is they wake up without their gear and have to figure out how to escape a giant mecha dungeon. That's, prison
Okay.
without their equipment. So, and they're excited because I told them, like, yeah, there could be literally like multiple sessions you don't have your gear and just have to rely on stuff you find until you can find your equipment. So it's basically like an upgraded version of that campaign. So like, because I was telling my brother about it, I was like, yeah, it kind of died, and I was having fun with it. And this is what I did. He's like, I want to play that so badly. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
woo.
I'm in the process of rewriting that whole campaign. I literally take the notes from what you guys did. I'm like, we're gonna make this.
Writing it all up.
We're gonna darken the hell out of it. All the angst.
Woo.
Yes.
This little sprinkle? No, the whole thing.
Whoop.
So anyway, that's kind of funny how that turned out. But that's all
Yeah.
I had for today's episode, though, for my questionnaires. But I love
We'll
Dungeons
have to
and
roll
Dragons,
for the
love
next
dice rolls.
host.
Okay,
Ooh.
it's a D4, right?
Yes. Because
No,
there are
D6.
4 of us. D6. We'll throw a couple dudes in there. We'll let one
It's
of the
a
dudes
2.
come on and freaking do.
Two.
Damn it.
Who's
Damn
2?
it, bro. That's me.
That's
I have
me.
where's Artemy's
Yeah.
turn?
She
She hasn't had one in like months.
She needs a better mic first.
That's valid. She does need a better mic. You need a laptop.
I have a laptop.
No, you
Goals.
don't.
Laptop.
My laptop tries its best. Okay.
Dinosaur brick. Yes.
A
Yeah.
purple dinosaur brick.
You do need better mic quality, to be honest, because half the
So
time you cut
sorry.
out. So
Oh, sorry.
It must be a Discord thing because I doubt your phone calls are that way.
No, my
It
phones
must
are
be
fine.
specifically like a
Probably need to
weird-
get a headset, to be honest.
that
Or, like,
or
mic-
there
like headphones.
or there could be. I'd have to double check, but there could be. So Discord usually has these built-in like, I guess kind of like filters. Like it's supposed to help, like for example, mute like background noises. And I'm
Yeah,
wondering,
I've
who
looked at my
knows, like, it
Discord
could be-
thing.
Yeah,
I
it
fiddled
just
with
could
it
be a lot of
before.
things.
It does not.
Because and I
change.
know that Uni and I have done full Discord calls. I know I have off my phone before,
Same.
depending on the
we
game
game
we play.
off the playing Discord on the phone. We've gamed that way.
Oh yeah, because you'd be
Yeah.
like on your PlayStation and I'd be on my PC. And
Yeah.
we like
And I just
I don't
got
know.
Discord on my PlayStation, and now it can work. I finally got new.
yeah, at the time
a
it
new
could
headset.
yeah.
No, it was my
At the
headset
time it
doesn't
did.
work with the PlayStation controllers anymore. It's
Yeah,
too
no,
old.
see, I can
Yeah, I
have Discord
get
on my
that.
PlayStation and it works perfectly fine.
yeah.
And so I think it is probably just the phone. I probably just need to get a set for it.
Yeah, and see if it helps clear up.
Should try.
Yeah.
Just
For whatever
even
reason,
just
my
get a
phone does
basic
not like the
Bluetooth
Discord.
headset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I have a phone, but they don't have the mic. So I need to get
Yep.
an actual headset thing.
This headset has a mic, but I took it out once I got the boom mic, the big.
I still have mine.
Yep.
Because the mic I had was terrible with Discord. I was getting cut out just because of my mic quality was just.
Yeah, this
was
one's
not good.
This one's not good, but
Yeah.
Joe's
my old
headset works fine,
PlayStation.
so
Because
Those
I have the
works
same
fine.
brand, the Razer headset, the silver one, because we both got matching ones for our PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's a very old headset.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell it's like falling apart.
Well, we've had it. Yeah.
I only use it for this. I can't use it for anything else. It only works for this. Like if I use it regularly with my laptop, it doesn't work. It literally just helps with like
Oh.
noise cancellation at this point, and I
Yeah.
can hear you guys. But I use this for the microphone, so it doesn't really affect anything else. Like, so,
Anyway.
yay!
Thanks, guys, for
Yeah.
another fun episode of D&D.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna spam Uni for more D&D stuff.
Yay!
'Cause
Yeah.
it sounds like we
I go to
actually
work
have a
tonight.
session Saturday.
Yes,
Yay!
we do. We have a session on Saturday.
Yeah.
You guys are in the witch's hut.
I'm
Kinda
gonna show up,
regrouping.
guys. We'll see how this works out.
This will be
Yeah.
fun.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, I don't always get it right, but I always have to try to remember for Alistair. She's got a higher pitched voice because she's literally like 13-year-old child.
Yes.
So, like,
Not
I
a
always-
child. definitely
Not
a child, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't call her that. She gets a little pissed about it.
there
She's just a very,
was some
very
apple
young-looking
juice
fae.
colored.
Right?
She throws the juice box in your face, like just full
Fuck
pelts
you.
it. Like, get that out of my face.
Give me
This
a
is
glass
not
of
ale. Well, you guys
Add
have
some
a good
bubbles
rest of
to
your
it.
night.
You guys, yeah,
Thanks. Have a
fun.
good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Adios.